Today is October 26th, the ceremony at the Arc de Triomphe. Oh, every year on 26th, Indo-French Friendship Day, or they are celebrated as the memory of the war because it's about World War. If you know the World War, it's began in 1914. French and opposing to Germany. So the Indian soldiers or Indian army stand with France. So the First World War, it was in 1914 till 1918, and France, United Kingdom, Russia, United States in one part. Opposing part is Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Ottoman Empire, Turkey, and Bulgaria. So the war exactly against French and Germany. So the Indian soldiers are stand for France. So the vibe is 1940, 1915. Nouveau Chapelle is 1915. Low is 1915. Somme is 1916. So all this happened in French soil. So along with we are Indian, lost lot of our soldiers. So it's people are talk about the World War. So outcome there are many lives they have been lost. Totally soldiers are participated 140,000 Indian soldiers for especially for France and Belgium. 90,000 people are directly to involve in this.
So we are all
About
waiting for
9
him
to
and after
10,000 soldiers lost their life in France and Belgium soil. First World War totally lost 74,000 Indian soldiers. That is not only in Europe but Africa and Middle East. So why France are still memorizing or do this ceremony? Because the soldiers are those life exactly from Punjab, Peshawar, Hyderabad, Nepal, and Pondicherry, and many other part of the country, and they never even know the French soil and then this country. So they just come as per the national help, and they lost their life. So thousands and thousands of lost their life. This was emotionally two countries, Indo-French friendship, and more important now, these associations are expatriates because Indian born French people, there are many associations are take care of this thing to the public, to the medias. So these all are really appreciated. GOPI, French Metropolitan Global Organization of People Origin in India, representative are present and coordinating, and Indian Embassy in France, Flame de la Nation. So honored all the Indian soldiers who died for France during the First World War. It It was held today, 26 October 2025, time around 7 p.m. at the Arc de Triomphe, Paris, Champs-Élysées. His Highness Ambassador of the Indian Embassy, France, Sanjay, representative from French and Indian military authority. The ceremony commemorate historical contribution of Indian soldiers who lost their life for World War. So the special event on October 26, 25 is a joint Indo-French tribute. There was no parade, a solemn remembrance ceremony involving both nations. Representative held under the Arc de Triomphe where the tomb of the unknown soldiers lies. Ambassador of India, France, honored who usually lay wealth on the behalf of India. He is present right now. He is meeting the generals and then soldiers, Indian militaries. We are all just waiting for his arrival. Now the entire crew is ready to present, and also the French government employment people, Ministry of Defense and Foreign Affairs, of course military of officers, French Armed Force, Indian Defense Wing are gathered to do the ceremony. Committee de la Flamme, the French body that managed the internal flame ceremony under the Arc de Triomphe. So now as you've seen, it's started. Gopi, they're doing amazing job connecting people. So the Indian communities are really behind these activities. So the help of Indian embassy and really connected to the people who Indians live in France. So it was really appreciated, their coordination and support. Indian communities are spread around the world. As we seen, we are not give our signature and not in the first time. The people started to do the tribute. They are walking towards and placing the momentum to the tomb. They have a lot of kids who participated in this event. Indian origin French. It is a part of the culture transform. So the carrying Indian flags and French army and French flags. So this was the real proud or real moment, each French and Indian. It showed the two nations were incorporated with all circumstance. When France need or French need support, the Indian army in terms of government are there. So it's not only history. Since the present, the Indian government always give a support to the French. As per the bilateral, both countries are give a support each other. Human resource, that's important from India. Worldwide, the people, the nations need Indian. So the same in France. This is the historical moment happen each year, October 26. Imagine that who lost their life and that time not the same what we are now. So it is literally tearing my eyes when I was there because the each army their life, yes, it is a true fact. So we must gather and tribute. Again, the ceremony is about to start. There are the leaders and president from every associations are gathered along with Indian representative, His Highness Indian Ambassador Sanjeev, along with French military leaders, Indian Navy Air Force leaders. They are coming towards to the tomb. Now the time to homage, tribute to the place.
Rappelons la signification de cette cérémonie. Le 11 novembre 1920, le cadre soldat français
French military officers from both nations, including member of French Armed Force and the Indian Defense Wing, Army, Navy, Air Force, are together. We can see in one frame, and it is really happy to tell about Indian Community Association in France. They are doing cultural and many supporting to the community. They are really hats off to them. And there are Indian, but there are French are present.
Entre 1914 et 1918 et ont contribué ainsi à la victoire.
Each year they do they might do the tribute, same national anthem of countries. French is La Marseillaise and Indian Jana Gana Mana was played. The silent of honoring speech. The battle was in New Chapelle, Ypres, and Somme. These are the places the war has happened. This ceremony is an annual or biennial event, symboling the deep military, historical, and diplomatic ties between India and France. And it's often covered by both Indian and French media as a marker of shared remembrance. The ambassador of India, Sanjeev Singla, was doing the prestigious or honoring movement. He was carrying the sword and do the honoring. World War First happened 28 July 1914 and end 11th November 1918. Around 1.30 million Indian soldiers served under the British Indian Army. Total 74,000 Indian soldiers lost their life. Indian top fought. And French soil, including the major wars as I told, Yaps is 1914, 1915. Neuve Chapelle is 1915. Somme is 1916. And all the comrades in France is buried in Belgium and France. The Arc de Triomphe ceremony on 26 October 2025 honors Indian soldiers who fought and died in France between 1914 1918. As we discussed or told, the French, United Kingdom, Russia, USA, they fight against Central Power. As we know, the Central Power is Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Turkey. Of course, Ottoman Empire was Turkey and Bulgaria. When the war began, 1914, France urgently needed help on the Western Front. The Indian Expeditionary Force was sent from India to France and Belgium. The courage and sacrifice are very hard. That's why France continue to honor them, honor our soldiers for giving their life for from home protect French soil. That's what the very important point. For giving their life for far from home to protect French soil. So it's really mean it. It is. Indian soldiers in France 1914-1918. So the finally Indian ambassador, this was the highlighting moment. He used to take this sword into this lamp. Yes, this is the important historic moment noted. Marseille, southern France. Indian soldiers first landed there in 1914. The city was served a plaque and commemorative mark honoring their arrival. And this is again the highlight. So it's more historic and more emotional, silent, and the climate was very very cold outside, because since France or Europe is entering to the winter, the temperature is starting very very cold. So little windy, the flag were amazingly feel proud to be Indian. It says, yes, we feel it, proud to be Indian. The moment where we stand, it feel we serve for the country and we are still and proud always. All as planned happened, organized by the entire team, happy to be not even any things, because well planned. The access in this particular area only this time. Apart from that, it's and the ambassador doing the completing, and he's just getting entry to the sign the historical note. So this legend note, legendary note, he must be indicating the date and time. His Excellency represented the nation Indian, and he's signing, representing the nation and signing on behalf of nation. Also give some note for our heroes. Yes, they are heroes always. The time going very fast here. So it's all about to take half an hour to be well organized by the entire people. So once he done his sign and then note, let the other representative how to do the same. Is meeting on entire people who participated in the particular event. All the representative, army, navy, also the nation, French ministry were held for this event. The language, it's not a barrier because India is have more than 30 languages. We are here in France, learn the language and do pride to our Indian nation for the cultural growth, not only also the economical. We are in all the sector. So quick out of thanks to entire people who give a support, who give a time. He's just working and meeting the people before he leave. It's a highly important time, and people are still in this cold climate. They are standing. Yes. So they have to line up as it's begin. So the final section of the ceremony, they have been honored and they want back up for the conclusion. Yes, now we are close to the conclusion. They are returning back from the beginning where they started. Once they give tribute, they have to back up. They have to return. Yes. Now you can see they are just leaving the space. Yeah. So it's been getting dispersed. After this, Indian Ambassador Sanjeev Singla, his presence is going ahead. Yes, that's a final, and all are dispersing. Yes. So finally, we are coming end of this section, end of this video, and I've been thank each and everyone who are watching this video, and please share, also subscribe. If you like the video, just put a comment, and if you don't like, just write why don't you like, so it can help